Alright, so it has just been confirmed that Gareth Edwards' Jurassic Park film entitled Jurassic World Rebirth will be coming to theaters on July 2nd, 2025. And this film is going to star Scarlett Johansson, Jonathan Riley, and Mahershala Ali. And we have a few first look images if we go to this Twitter account here. Scroll down a bit. We have this shot of Mahershala Ali, and we have this shot of something. I assume that's Scarlett Johansson. I don't know who this is, but you have two characters here, and if we scroll up a bit, we have a little bit of information. Those remaining exist in isolated equatorial environments, with climates resembling the one in which they thrived. The three most colossal creatures within that tropical biosphere hold the key to a drug that will bring miraculous life-saving benefits to humankind. Now, this premise does not sound terrible. It's another Jurassic Park adventure. None of these films have had the best writing ever, because they aren't meant to be that. They are just meant to be dinosaur movies. Very well-made ones, to be clear, on a visual level. And, it was pretty much confirmed that Jurassic Park was going to be rebooted once Dominion came out and made $1 billion, or just because it's a franchise and every single franchise gets rebooted years after the finale. I mean, the Star Wars sequel trilogy, prequel trilogy, Star Trek, The Matrix, every single franchise never truly ends. But I kind of thought that, or I think a lot of people assumed that it would be quite a while. But Dominion released in 2022, and we're going to a reboot in 2025. So about a 3-year gap. Honestly, I think this is kind of pointless. I don't understand why they advertised Dominion as such a big thing, as the end of the Jurassic Park saga. Sure, it was the end of those characters and of the legacy characters, but they're just rebooting the same brand. They're rebooting the exact same franchise IP. They're calling it Jurassic World even, making you think that this is a continuation of the Dominion trilogy. And it even says that here, that this takes 5 years after Dominion. So it's only been a 5-year gap. Why are they doing this? Why? I mean, financially, obviously, that's why they're doing it, but I just don't get it. Why not spread them out a bit? Why not, you have the 1990s with Jurassic Park, and then the 2010s. I guess it makes sense in the 2020s that you continue the decade having a Jurassic Park trilogy, but I don't know. They could have maybe spaced them out a bit more. Maybe had this trilogy come out in 2031 or 2042. I don't exactly get it, and I think this is a little bit, what's the word? Unnecessary. Showing a lot of signs of financial cash grab, in a way. I'm sure this film's going to be really good. They've got great actors in here. They've got great visual effects. I'm sure the music and everything will be fine. But I just don't think this needs to exist. Now, you could say, well, you're still going to go see it, so you're still supporting it. Well, obviously, but it's still dumb that they're even making this. Like, of course I'm gonna go see it, as I'd go see Star Wars Episode 10, even if it was terrible. But it doesn't need to exist. On a logical standpoint, they should have been done with the brand. If they wanted to do more Jurassic movies, they should have had Dominion be the end of a trilogy, not the end of a saga. Or go ahead and make something completely original. Maybe make some horror films with dinosaurs. You could argue that the first Jurassic Park trilogy was horror films with dinosaurs, but I mean go all in, like horror. And I don't even like horror, but I'm just saying that is a more original direction. You don't even have to call it Jurassic. You could call it, like, just some completely different thing. And I don't know if anyone would care that much, because I don't think a disaster movie really has to be tied to a franchise. Because really, disasters aren't tied to franchises. I mean, there's 100 tornado movies. There's 100 dinosaur movies. The thing that makes Jurassic Park and Twister stand out is the quality of them. But they could do that again. They could hire some really inspired director, tell him, we want a movie with dinosaurs, you're not allowed to continue an existing franchise, go make something new with dinosaurs. And it isn't like the source material is limited. I mean, this is dinosaurs we're talking about. This is dinosaurs. As for the release date, I do think it's a little bit stupid. Or not stupid, but a little bit interesting. Because Superman and the Fantastic Four also release in July. And I think one of those films needs to move. I especially think that Superman needs to move. Because that's meant to be the start of the DC universe. They're gonna mess it up if they have too many films in 1 month. So I think one of them should move. But, oh well, they're gonna do what they're gonna do. I'm curious to see a first look, an official trailer. I wouldn't assume we'd get one till maybe the end of the year around Christmas. There's a rumor that we might get a Superman trailer around Christmas time. So if they're willing to promote that, a July movie in December, then maybe Universal's willing to promote a July movie in December. Or I think an even more likely release date is right before Wicked comes out. Wicked comes out near the end of November. I think it actually moved a week back. So I could definitely see it getting a trailer in November in order to kind of tell people, hey, here's another Universal film that's upcoming. In fact, I don't even know what films Universal has upcoming. Let's look up upcoming Universal movies. So if we go here, we got, let's see, The Women in the Yard, Drop, Bad Guys 2, Black Phone 2, Wolfman, Untitled, How to Train Your Dragon, Nobody 2, Wicked Part 2, Dogman, Megan 2, Him, Five Nights at Freddy's 2, With Love, All New Jurassic World, and Gabby's Dollhouse. And I'm sure there's going to be some other movies thrown in there at the last second, because that's how movie studios work. But whatever, it'll be cool, I guess. But that's my thoughts.